Hey, it's Niamh of the Stay-at-Home Family, and today we're talking about a freedom that a lot of people don't even realize they can create freedom. And this is some of that out-of-the-box freedom thinking that can really, really change your life. This changed our life quite drastically only about 5 or 6 months ago. And one thing I want you to notice first is that, do I look like I'm wearing the same stuff as yesterday? Do I look like I still have that funky lighting from yesterday when we were talking about time freedom? And even from the first video talking about the week's topics, that might be on purpose. This is one of the ways that I actually create some time freedom, is if I'm gonna to do videos for a week, I can sit down and do 5, 6 videos in half an hour, and then I'm done with that for the week, and I can be way more deliberate with my time. So that's a time freedom tactic from yesterday. But today is about location freedom. Now, this is a freedom people don't really realize is there. Now, I want you to think about like your dream life. So for a lot of people, the dream life is, oh, live in a house by the beach. Or, oh, have every day be a holiday. You know, oh, maybe you want to, go live in some exotic country. Or maybe you want more nature around you, but you want to be close to your friends. You know, there's all these different things that people want in where they live. And when you can disassociate your location from the need for money, think about where you would go. So for us, we were like, okay, if money were no object, where would we want to live? Now, I love beaches, I absolutely do, but I hate bugs. I'm madly, madly allergic to mosquito bites and spider bites. Like one year, when I was in second grade, I just touched my eye even thinking about it. But when I was in second grade, I got bitten by a spider right next to my eye the day before picture day. And we have this really adorable picture of me in this little sailor dress with a giant, pulsing, red, swollen, shut eye. So I am really allergic to this stuff. So because of that, I'm afraid of it. So living in a beach house has never been really my dream. But we really wanted to get more nature, to get more connected with green and trees and really feeling a sense of freedom. We like space. Both Mike and I are obsessed with this concept of space. You know, so we always wanted a big house. We wanted a house with spacious rooms. It didn't really matter how many rooms, like we wanted 4 bedrooms, but we wanted spacious rooms so we didn't feel like we were in a little tiny box. And then we wanted spaciousness outside so we didn't feel like there were lots of people around us. So we realized that, but we still have friends and stuff in the city. So once we'd freed ourselves from jobs and didn't need to stay in the city for jobs, we were like, hang on a second, we could actually live wherever we want. So we found a place just a couple hours down the road from where we used to live. So we're still within striking distance of hanging out with friends. Guess what? When you have money, you can go get a hotel if you want to go out with your friends for a night. But here, I don't know, you probably have seen this, but in case you haven't, this is the view that I'm looking out across as I work. You know, it's a whole lot of green and a whole lot of no people. And this is my toilet roll because I'm sick. I'm blowing my nose. I wasn't going to show that in the video. But location freedom is all about realizing what it is you want, where it is that you want to live, and then looking at how much does it cost to actually live there, because it will surprise you. If you're moving to, like, I have a friend who's moving to Costa Rica. I have friends who live all over in all kinds of different countries. Quite often it costs less than you would expect if you're not tied to a job, because the most expensive places are the places where people need to be within striking distance of work. That's where everyone kind of centers, and house prices go right up, right? So we are somewhere where, like, we're 15 minutes drive away from the nearest big town, and it's still sort of a town, so we're in a place where it actually costs us less to live here in our dream home in the countryside in this beautiful, immaculate setting. It costs us less to live here than it did back when we were, working jobs. So sometimes people think that they need to make a shit ton of money before they can live in a beautiful location. I would just ask you to think outside the box in where you're living. So say, for example, you're like, well, Like you're in Southern California and you're like, okay, I really want a beach house. Oh my God, I need millions of dollars. Well, consider that there's other places similar to that where you don't need millions of dollars. Or if you went a couple hours one way up the freeway, that you probably see the house prices go down a lot. You know, a lot of it is just getting out of certain catchment areas that we get used to thinking that we have to be in because it's where we've always been, because it's where we've seen our life being. Because when you can free yourself from location, it's like, honestly, I think it's kind of the ultimate freedom. It's something that a lot of people don't really talk about, but it's totally the ultimate freedom. Because you can do it more easily than you would think. And so many people don't realize that. So they stay in the same area for like their whole life, and they don't ever think, hey, I could do something different. And you can. And sometimes it's easier than you would think. So I would ask you today to start thinking about, what is your dream life? And have a look at, what would it actually cost to do it? Go research. Like, what I would do is go and find a website and look at house prices. Look at rentals. Well, that's one of the secrets I learned actually from, we kind of stumbled on that ourselves, but sometimes you don't have to necessarily wait until you've saved up enough to commit to the ultimate dream. You could be living your dream right now if you were into renting, because quite often it's like you can get there quicker and then you can see if you like it. It's like preview before you decide to plunk down a ton of money and set down deep roots. You can try out different lifestyles. Location freedom is awesome, and actually it's one of the reasons why we haven't bought yet, is that we want to continue to try out new places till we find, like, yes, this is where we want to be. It's amazing. So location freedom actually is the topic that's going to be on Rebel TV tonight. Rebel TV is the group of entrepreneurs that Mike and I are a part of, and our vision as a team is to create the most successful team of entrepreneurs in the history of online marketing. So on Rebel TV, you'll see a little more, more people talking more in depth about location freedom, and these are people who live abroad, who live in those dream locations or have a dream to do that, and they will be discussing that live tonight, or today, tonight at 3 p.m. Eastern. You also, if you want to create location freedom, if you want to be free from a job, if you want to be doing something online so you can work anywhere, then you need to look at what it is that we do, because it's created the ultimate freedom for us. So click the link below to learn more about what we do. And if you're looking for Rebel TV at 3 p.m., I'll also have the link in the description box here. So I really appreciate you. Can't wait to see you on Rebel TV. And I will see you on the next page to show you more about what we do to create ultimate location freedom. See you there.